Thank you, Laska Hirlik. And I too would like to welcome the Minister to the House this evening for the debate concerning matters that need addressing for third level institutions, PLCs, and the issue of league tables, as you've said. One of the issues that the bill seeks to address is the use of the term university outside of the state. And if I could just clarify, I think one of my colleagues mentioned that it wasn't on the timetable. It actually was on the not trivialising it, but it was actually on the timetable last week when the programme came out for debate this week. The section of the bill would provide for the Minister to authorise the use of the term university outside of the state, while also providing for the withdrawal of the use of the term and the creation of the appeals board in relation to the withdrawal of authorisation or refusal of authorisation. Eligible institutions need to have authorisation to make their own awards, provide a doctoral degree which is recognised through the National Framework of Qualifications, have 40% of their student population to be non-EU citizens who are lawfully resident in the country, with the primary purpose of their residency being education and training. The authorisation by the Minister for the use of the term university will be for specific purposes, and the use of university would only apply to outside of the state. The use of the term would be restricted to the marketing of programmes for education and training or research services by the educational provider, or the entering into an arrangement with any person outside of the state in the participation of collaborative project relating to the provision of programmes. The programme for government has set out, as it says, to encourage more international students to study in Ireland and to create new jobs in the sector. And it is important that we continue to attract international students to Ireland while also prioritising this reputation and maintaining the high quality education provided to all of our students. Globalisation is a term that we hear often, and it is important that we remain connected with international partners while also capitalising on the terrific in-demand programmes that are run in colleges and universities throughout the country. The international education system in Ireland is an estimated €1 billion sector for our economy that is supportive of direct and indirect employment. A number of surveys undertaken abroad have highlighted that our country is one of the best places in the world to study. Ireland has a tremendous reputation for education abroad, and it is important that we maintain that reputation and continue to provide that same high level of education and training for our students at home. While the bill doesn't include institutes of technology for consideration, I think it is important to quickly mention the excellent education and training of our institutes of technology. Locally, I know our own Dundalk Institute of Technology has educated literally thousands of Irish and international students over the years who, upon graduation, entered the workforce as highly trained and equipped job seekers with the right skills. DKIT not only provides an excellent education, but an overall great experience for students. The bill also addresses the issue with freedom of information legislation and the partial exemption for schools run by ETBs. Essentially, the bill seeks to protect certain data that may lead to the creation of league tables. And as my colleagues have said, I would be in complete agreement with this. I think this whole idea of league tables and what has crept in, and even though it's not supposed to be there, it is there, but some of the records that we get are not the true recollections. But if I could just digress for a minute, Minister, as well, and kind of raise an issue that's been brought to my attention that seems to be creeping into schools, or has been reported to me that is happening in schools, is the whole issue of, and I must say I was shocked lately to have somebody who was applying for a position in the school who told me that one of the criteria before they were told before they would get an interview would be that they would have to sit a Leaving Cert paper and get an A1 in that paper before they would be entitled to an interview. Now, I just find that's totally undermining our third level institutions, and is something that I find very, very difficult. And I've heard of 2 cases in the last week where a school has been giving prospective teachers an Leaving Cert paper in whatever subject they teach, and telling them that they were expected to get an A1. And I just feel if we're going to start doing that into our schools, that's bringing it's surely to God we have enough faith in our third level colleges and in our university degrees and our quality of our degrees that we have enough faith in our education system that we take it that when teachers qualify with their degrees that they are well and truly prepared to teach the young people coming along. So, as I said, I totally agree that the whole creation of league tables is not reflective of the important work of schools in the area of special needs. Students' results should be the only thing we gauge, should not be the only thing we gauge the success of a school on. I note that this measure in the bill has been welcomed by educational partners, and I certainly welcome the provision. So, Minister, as I said, I would appreciate on that point that I've raised up. I know it's kind of going off, but I would appreciate your comments on that.